her expression is kind of like, she's not impressed. Sweetie, you got dirt all over your face. Just to sit down there and wrap packages all day.
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
There's that spider again. I have put him outside twice. And I guess he would rather, out of all the places in Camden County, New Jersey, he can build his little thing. He's going to do it right there over top of my head. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, and this is the front porch of the 1925 bungalow. It's early. Well, actually, I got out here at 6:30. It's now about 7:15. And if it looks weird, I've got my shade halfway down. I don't want the sun in my eyes. But the sun is at this level, so hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm going to show you. We're going to have a thrift haul, but I'm out here early. I thought, let me get out here before, you know, the leaf blowers and push mowers and air fryers, edgers and trimmers and whatnot. The early birds are busy flitting around. They're mad because my bird feeder is empty. But the bird feeder is only about 2 feet from where I'm sitting, and if it were full of seed, you'd hear all this squawking right now. I do have this little, and I hope that electric fan back there, that's a different one than I've had before. I hope it's not too loud, and that you can still see everything. Let me fix this. It is, when you see this program, it should be Tuesday. No, it should be Wednesday. I don't know. It's either the day before Dee's birthday or the day of Dee's birthday, which is the 20th. And I don't know when this will go up. So, happy birthday, Dee. Today, for me, I've got all this packing to do. And it is a regular work day, you know, I was up this morning at about 6:15. And here I am having some coffee, talking to you, and we're going to do a thrift haul. All right, I know that's going to be annoying the way the shadow is over my face, so let me fix it. Okay, let's just roll with it. Now, before I start the thrift haul, you know, every day is different in this business. And so today is one of those stay-at-home days where the car may not even leave the driveway, and probably won't, because it's packing all of the orders, and I've got all the packing supplies here to do that. And then I'll load the truck tonight, and then that way tomorrow morning, first thing, I'm off to the post office and I can get all those things in the mail. But it's the one day packing day, and it can take all day, because you've got all of the, you know, the packing takes forever. You got to tape all the boxes together and get all the shipping, you know, bubble wrap everything, double check your orders, and of course, you know I ship a lot of glass. And then weighing everything, measuring it, printing out all your labels, getting them all stuck on. It's a full day's thing. And I stretch it out by doing other things in between, because just to sit down there and wrap packages all day, you know, I have to break it up. So I might film a video, I might list a few things on eBay, I might do some photography, go through my inventory, and I'm always working ahead. What's going to be in the next live sale? What's going to be in the next 2 chaps live sale? What am I going to put on into the eBay store, that kind of thing. And then little house projects as well, because you know you got to clean your house, you got to clean the toilet and dust. And I have not yet painted the ceiling of this front porch. So if it doesn't get too hot today, I might do that. I should do it early in the morning while it's cool, rather than late at night. It cools off at night, but then it gets too dark. Anyway, what are you doing today? Are you in your offices? Are you on summer vacation? Maybe you are retired. Well, let's see what I've got to show you. Everything here was purchased by me at local thrift shops. Yeah, none of this is even flea market. This is all thrift store. And we'll start off with that thing. Now, I've had this little ball pitcher before, and I love it. And I can never remember if it's an Anchor Hocking or a Hazel Atlas. Now, it looks like the Hocking Waterford pattern, which the nickname is Waffle, but officially Hocking called it Waterford. And but the Waterford pattern doesn't have these little pressed in circles. So I don't know. You guys that are really into your depression glass, you see the little circles, and then they're like pushed in. You know, like the top of the plastic part on the top of a cup that you get at a fast food restaurant, if it's diet or whatever, they push that little circle in. That's what it reminds me of. So it has an ice lip, and I don't know if it's Hocking or if it's probably somebody else. I didn't look it up. That's an oldie. Look at that old vase. It's like a swung vase, but that's an old one. You know, probably Imperial or Northwood. Of course, it's in crystal, you know, clear. But I like that. None of these things are listed in the eBay store. My son has now gone behind the lamp post out there. None of these are in the eBay store yet. And I don't know yet whether they'll be listed online, or haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. Look at these beautiful amber. I got 9. Can you see me? I got a set of 9 of these little juice glasses. Once again, maker unknown, but it's good glass. Look at the polished bottoms. You see that right here? So that they won't scratch your table if you don't have a tablecloth. That's a good company that did finishing work on their glass and polished them. So 8 of these beautiful, these are probably Depression era. Little amber. And don't they look nice out here in this morning light? I'll tell you what about the amber glass. You're going to see a whole bunch of it. Now, last year, when I was moving, I moved right around Halloween-y-ish. I didn't do anything. There was no October autumn extravaganzas like I had done in the past. This year, hold on to your candy corns. I've got tubs and tubs of autumn glass. And what I'm going to do is start in August getting it organized, and the entire month of September, boy, I'm going to blast you. We're going to have it in the live sales. It's going to be in the internet store, in the eBay store. I've got so much beautiful glass for you to decorate your homes with this autumn season. So I can't wait to do that. I'm going to show you some more autumn glass in just a second. Here is the beautiful sandwich pattern cookie jar. Now we know this is a form that Anchor Hocking made, but if you didn't know that and you're trying to figure out if it's Duncan and Miller or Indiana or Hocking Imperial, you'll know Anchor Hocking because they have double lines on their flowers, the petals of their flowers and things, and also the quality of the glass. Not knocking Hocking, but Duncan and Miller had the best quality of their sandwich glass. But pretty pattern, I like it. With Hocking, you can find this in different colors. Sorry, little bird, he's just landed there and he's mad because there's no seed. I'll fix you. You just wait till I'm done broadcasting. So pretty, pretty, pretty. And I like the way the sunlight is glittering on the glass. You can't really see me, but you don't need to see me. Not at 6:30 in the morning. So we have that, which will be for sale sooner or later. Now, you may know and you may remember, and I'm keeping this because this is a rerun. I found my little 1930s Japan Majolica corn set. I've bought and sold this before. This was really popular. So there's the corn plate, and then there are 6 of these. That is a 1930s made in Japan mark on the back. Okay, so that I had, or have, and just yesterday I found the oval. I've never had the oval. You know, I always thought you stack the corn up on the square, but this one I've never had. And it's the same Japan. Look, it's that same green Majolica sort of glaze and the made in Japan mark on the back. Same platter, but in oval. So I'm adding that to my corn set, and we're going to have some Jersey corn later. And then I found a set, 6, is it 7 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7 of these. Look at these. This is the same thing, made in Japan. See it? Now, I don't know what these were meant to be for. Well, let's put them all down. So you help me out. It's part of that little corn set. See? So, did they put melted butter? Did they put little butter pats on this side? Then what would go on this side? These are small, so it's not even big enough as a side dish. And I almost wish that red berry weren't there. I think that kind of messes it up. What is that supposed to be? You know, it's like they've got December and July on the same plate. So I don't know what. Now, I know we can all guess what they were manufactured to be, but I'm really curious. Does anyone have the old catalog or I have the Made in Japan books. I'd really like to know when these were manufactured, what were they specifically manufactured to be used as with the little corn set. And the only thing I can figure is because these are so small that you would cut up little things of butter to put in there, and then I don't know what you would put on that side. Everybody put your thoughts. Maybe I'm just not thinking right, which wouldn't be the first time. Let's have some coffee. Okay. Now, sticking with corn, look at these. I found these made in Japan as well. These not as old as those. That is that pre-war. That's that 1930s. This is after the war. See how it says Japan on the bottom? But that looks like something that was made after, maybe in the 1950s or even 60s. But it still goes beautifully with it. Put them all over here. I hope the fan doesn't. Okay. That's all right. She is, good heavens, she's Napco wear, and she's lost the top of her head. What do you think of her? Her expression is kind of like, she's not impressed. And her, sweetie, you got dirt all over your face. She's been taken out to dinner. She's not terribly impressed with the restaurant. It's one of those, it's not a Mona Lisa face, but you know, where is she smiling or is she not? She's like, my mama told me there'd be days like this. Anyway, she's in good condition. She's not too big. She does have little jewels that are glued into her little earlobes, I think. Yeah, so I guess that's her original necklace. I don't know anything about those heads. That I know is a little lemonade glass, water glass, and you know, these sets were so popular. Northwood made a bunch of them. Imperial made a bunch of them. In the 1910 era, 1915, and I've never have put a whole set together, and they always have this beautiful enamel. There's always some kind of enamel paint decoration on them. Yeah. So this is the same kind of glass that would either be iridized or, you know, given the carnival effect or the stretch effect. But here they just paint them, and a picture would always come with it. You know, you've seen these. That's 100 and something years old. Look at these. I have 6 of them. 6 of them. Now, I have no reason to believe that they're not from the Depression era, because there's, I don't know anybody that's making anything like this now. There's a company in France that's making some glass that has a Depression era look. But the shape, the design, everything on these is really screaming the Depression era. And these are beautiful. There's not a single chip or crack on any of the 6 of them. And they're absolutely lovely. The only reason I own a black light is so that I can test the glass, because people will ask me, and I've got to be able to say yes or no. But I don't use a black light at home, and quite frankly, I don't care whether it glows or not. There's no uranium in these, which is actually good, because maybe you'll get them at a cheaper price, because I want you to use them. Don't stick them in some cabinet and just turn a black light on and don't use them. So green glass from the Depression era, beautiful little things. Water goblets, probably wine. You know, wine glasses had a different shape in those days, but you can put water in them or eggnog or whatever you want. And 6 of these, and they'll be for sale. I just, you know, again, it's all fresh right out of the truck, right out of the thrift shop. Now these, I'm going to take a chance. People collect it, but I don't think there's big money in this. It might not go over well. It's this aluminum stuff, and but there are collectors of it. I think it hit the scene in the 1930s. I think we start to see industrial designers using aluminum. And here's the lid, and it's probably marked somewhere. These things usually are. I think the sunlight now might be. There's the lid. And see, when you pull that out, that's that 1930s insert we see a million times in all different colors. I mean, how many times have we seen that? In chrome. But here, it's a little aluminum. Now, I do prefer the chrome, I have to say. I need to look for a mark. But this one's nicely done, and it's pretty fancy. So I did buy a few of these little aluminum things, just to see if we have any interest in them. And that's a little covered candy, but it could be a covered whatever you want to cover up. Ooh! Look at the color on this. I call that Coke bottle green or blue. Now, is that a Cambridge handle? I gotta go get my elegant books out and look again. But it's a beautiful etching on this center-handled tidbit tray, which a lot of times they call these sandwich trays or even cracker trays. We just say tidbit today. Well, what a beautiful color. And it is wheel cut. Yeah, so all of those, this came out plain and somebody got it off the Lear, whatever you call it, and then they ground all those little flowers on there. I like that color. It's not green, it's not blue. Is the sun picking it up? Yeah. So this is that almost like an icy color. At some point we'll have that up for sale. Speaking of amber, I've got all my amber up in the attic. I'm not even going to bother to put this up there because it's going to be time to get it out. It's July 20th already. Speaking of amber, we have the ubiquitous rolled edge console bowl. But wait, how often do I find the matching candlesticks that go with it, that were manufactured with it, that were sold with it as a complete console set? They usually get broken up over the years. Once again, we're back in the 1930s on this. You knew that. And let's take a look. There's a gold encrusted design. I think the sunlight now is going to be a little problematic because it's too sunny. See that? Beautiful amber. That would sit in the center of your dining table, and then your candlesticks on either side. And these match. This could be U.S. glass, could be a whole bunch of people. Look at that. Aren't these beautiful? Now don't you tell me you don't like amber. I don't want to hear that. But it's okay, you don't have to like it. I like it. I like it. Liquid honey, that is. Now, not all amber is created equal. Some of it is too brown for me. It's brownish, you know. But this is just a beautiful amber color. So says I. What says you? All right, so we'll have them later with that console bowl. And then the last thing I think I will share with you today will be, couldn't believe it, walked right into the thrift store and there they were, just sitting there waiting on me. And so I picked up two Hex Optic, and I think Hex Optic is, oh fudge, is it Federal? Hazel Atlas or Anchor Hocking. Now I can't remember. I looked it up. It's in, but now I can't remember. Or is it Jeanette? It's one of those four, and I don't remember. It doesn't make any difference. But there it is. 2 mixing bowls, green. Don't see this all that. I don't see this as much as I see other patterns. Doesn't mean it's rare. Doesn't mean it's more valuable. I just don't see it as much. And they're nesting bowls, mixing bowls. Just have these 2. Sometimes it'd be a set of 4. Sometimes a set of 3. But it has a flat rim here, which is probably not the best design, because even though these aren't chipped, I imagine that was prone to chipping. And I don't really know why. You don't see a whole lot of mixing bowls with this really pronounced flat rim. I don't know what the purpose was. And I don't know how long it was before this was redesigned and that rim was taken off. Because it really, I don't know that it serves any great purpose. I mean, you can pick the bowl up, perhaps, but I would suspect that these would get banged around quite a bit and chipped a lot. This set doesn't happen to be. So we'll have to see. These might wind up as workhorses in the 1920s bungalow kitchen. Once I get a stove. I still ain't got no stove. I'm still fiddling over what I'm going to do with that. You know, and it's not a matter that I can't find antiques. They're all over the place up here. I can find the cream and green enamel gas stoves. You know that. You can pick them up. But we all know what the issue is there, and let's not get into that. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to do that quick thrift haul with you. You know, stay tuned. I'll let you know how it's going to be sold and when it's going to be sold. But you don't have to worry about not knowing. Just make sure you click subscribe and notify me, and you won't miss anything. And also, if you aren't a subscriber to the eBay store, that doesn't cost you anything. You just hit subscribe and you'll get a little ding dong every time I list new things in the store. And you know, I've already told you I'm going to be picking up speed on that. That's my goal. All right, now that the sun is getting a little higher in the sky, and we're after 8 o'clock here this morning. I suspect it won't be long before the air fryers will be out. So let me go inside and see what I can do in the house. That's it. Thanks for watching. What did you like? What didn't you like? What was your favorite item? And what did I mess up on? And we'll see you in the next go round, whatever that is. Thank you for watching. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop. Wait for the cat. Have a wonderful day, and so long for now.